Have you ever looked at someone you love and thought, how is this still happening to them? Not the small stuff or a bad day or a rough week. I mean that deeper moment where life keeps stacking one thing after another on the same person. And all you can do is sit there thinking, can they just catch a break? I'm having one of those moments, and maybe you've had one too. For me, it's about my parents. And it's hard to even explain without it sounding like a list of problems because it's not really about individual issues. It's about the pattern. It's about watching two people you love keep getting hit one thing after another. Like, my dad has always been the kind of person who just works, provides, and pushes through. And over the last several years, it feels like every time he gets through something difficult, something else shows up. He's had serious health issues, including cancer. It's just been a long road. And thankfully, he's cancer free at the moment. And I don't take that for granted. But it still has to be monitored, and recovery isn't really over. There's still complications, ongoing issues, and things that just make life harder than it should be. And my mom has her own struggles too, health issues, stress, life pressures. And watching them both go through it at the same time, it just feels like they can't catch a break. Life keeps adding weight when they've already carried more than enough. I was talking to my sister, and when I got off the phone, I just felt this wave of frustration. Not at anyone, just the situation. Like, why? Why do people who have already given so much still have to keep pushing through more? And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. Maybe for you, it's not your parents. Maybe it's your partner's health. Maybe it's your child struggling and you take it from them if you could. Maybe it's a friend, a sibling, a grandparent. Maybe it's financial stress. Maybe it's grief. Maybe it's that pattern of finally getting through something hard and then something else hits. Do you have someone like that in your life? Someone you look at and think, haven't they been through enough? Or maybe even yourself. Um, there's a specific kind of pain in watching someone you love struggle because you're not the only one going through it, but you still feel it with them. And if you're anything like me, your brain goes straight to fix it mode. What can I do? Who can I call? How can I help? What can make it easier? And sometimes you can help. Sometimes things are there are real things you can do. But eventually you run into one of the hardest truths about loving someone. You can't fix everything for them. And that's where a lot of frustration comes from. Helplessness. Because helplessness is uncomfortable. So your mind reaches for something stronger. This isn't fair. This shouldn't be happening. Why does life keep doing this? Because sitting with the quieter truth is harder. I love these people and I can't control what they're going through. That one hits. And then something else creeps in. Guilt. Am I doing enough? Should I be doing more? Am I helping the right way? And sometimes I know I do this. And I even worry about what other people think. Do they think I'm doing enough? Do they think I should be doing something different? Then I have to step back because most people, they don't know. They don't actually know. They don't know the conversations, the phone calls, the decisions, the effort behind the scenes. And honestly, why am I giving space in my head to opinions that don't even exist in reality? There's an important difference between these two thoughts. I wish I can do more, and I'm not doing enough. They are not the same. Of course, you wish you can do more. Of course, you wish you could take it away. Of course, you wish you had more time, more money, more answers. That's what love does. But wanting more doesn't mean what you're doing isn't enough. And this is something I'm still learning. Loving someone deeply doesn't give you control over their life. I hate that. I really do. Because I'd love a checklist 10 things to do, and if I do them all, everyone I love is okay. I'd finish it by lunch. But life doesn't work like that. People get sick, people age, jobs change, money gets tight, unexpected things happen. And sometimes there isn't a deeper meaning. Sometimes it's just hard. And we need space to admit that. Because there's pressure to immediately turn everything into something positive. Find the lesson, find the gratitude, reframe it. And I believe in gratitude. I really do. But being mindful doesn't mean pretending things don't hurt. I can be grateful my parents are still here and still be angry they had to go through so much. I can be grateful they're still pushing through and still wish they didn't have to. I can be grateful for them and still wish they would finally, or, life would just give them a break. Both things can be true. Gratitude and frustration can absolutely exist together. Hope and fear can exist together. Love and anger can exist together. So take a breath with me, slow breath in and let it out. Now think about the person who came to mind for you. Instead of asking, how do I fix everything? Try asking, what can I actually do today? Maybe it's a call, maybe it's a visit, maybe it's one practical thing you can help with. Maybe it's just listening without trying to solve anything. Maybe it's making them laugh. Maybe it's simply reminding them, I'm here. We underestimate that. I'm here. I can't fix it, but I'm here. I don't have the answer, but I'm here. You're not alone in it. Maybe that's what love really looks like sometimes. Not fixing, not rescuing, just staying. I'm still frustrated about my parents. I still wish they could catch a break. I wish I could tell them, you've done enough. You've been through enough. You deserve some peace. I wish I could make that true for them. And it hurts knowing I can't control it all. But I can love them. I can show up. I can make sure they know they're seen. And I can stop punishing myself for what I can't fix. Maybe you need that reminder too. You don't have to solve someone's entire life to matter in it. You don't have to save someone to love them well. And you don't have to carry guilt for having limits. Sometimes life really is unfair. You're allowed to feel that. You don't have to rush to make it meaningful. But after you feel it, come back to what you can do. The call, the hug, the visit, the conversation, the small help, the time you still have. Because maybe we can't always give the people we love the break we wish life would give them, but we can make sure they don't have to go through it alone. And if someone came to mind while you were listening, reach out. No fixing required. Just let them know you're there. And if you're the one going through it right now, you're allowed to be tired. So thanks for spending this time with me, and thanks for listening to Life and Bullshit.